It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got C.J. Stroud. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week. So keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got out.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Here's Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. Not the start they envisioned. Looks like a 3-and-out, and for a team that hasn't won a game in a while, that's tough.
And what we have to look out for and keep an eye on is the same thing that their coaches are doing. Wanting to see if guys are going to get discouraged early and sag because of what's happened in the recent losing streak. Can they stay with it despite a tough first drive?
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Stroud to throw it. And he's able to find Miller. And he's brought down. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, here's Stroud. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Browns 38-yard.
Stroud off the play fake. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And Stroud now to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. The Texans sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Wagner. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
Yeah, they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Now a first down throw. Fields under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up Sackett.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Here now a 3rd and 20. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Play action. Here's Stroud. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. Stroud. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Here's Stroud. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now Stroud. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Fields. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Fields. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. This now a 3rd and 4. Fields throwing again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now it's Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Justin Fields, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And bulldozing his way through. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard at the 25-yard line.
Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 2. Stroud sets up the play action. Across the formation, and he gets this to Miller. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Here goes Stroud again. This will be caught at Samuel. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Stroud looking to throw. Touchdown, Texans! From 3 yards out. And the Texans are able to move back in front. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's second and 10. Stroud to throw it. It's hauled in by Hardy. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Tegan Quattoriano, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. First target, first catch, and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
A gain of 9.
From the 46, here's 2nd and a yard.
Texans 46-yard line.
Off the option, here's Akers. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Fields. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Fields. Flushed out right. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now a first down throw, Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Akers. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll go again here with Akers. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So 3 points on the board. As easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Play action. Stroud now. He finds his man. Complete. That's Wagner. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Stroud will look to throw once more. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. Stroud. Throw out wide is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Patterson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL here on this first day of November. We start in the AFC West. This no longer an all-California battle, but it's still a good one. the LA Chargers taking on Las Vegas. And it's the visiting side who have the lead in that one. The Raiders trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we'll jet east to Philly to check on the Eagles at home at the Link. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown run in the victory. We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, C.J. Stroud. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Stroud out of the gun here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hardy. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Play action. Here's Stroud. It's complete. It's Miller. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On 2nd down, it's Wagner, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
7-yard line.
Now Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. Stroud to throw yet again here. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. McMullen. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago. Akers hit. He coughs it up. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The Texans getting set here to take. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. Ooh, with a juke. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Looking middle, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Robinson will try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over. The football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Back to throw. McMullen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Wagner, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Looking to throw. McMullen. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. To throw on 3rd down, McMullen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now here's a throw that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, McMullen to the right side, complete to Miller. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, McMullen had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. McMullen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do? Put up signs that say, roads closed.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Back now in Houston. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw on 2nd down. McMullen. He finds his man, complete. That's Wagner. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. The Texans on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. McMullen.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Fields. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to throw. Fields. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That's down the field for Jefferson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. They go play action here on 1st down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw again. McMullen. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Wagner. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down at 7. Looking to throw. McMullen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. McMullen. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Miller. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throwing on 1st down. McMullen. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Browns are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Cleveland offense making their way out. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
37-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Fields. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. Over the middle, it's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's gone through this stadium? He picked up that 1st down. Without it, this game is over.
And when he took off, it was almost like, oh, no, this might be it, but found a way to pick up the 1st. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And the Texans will take over here just shy of the 30. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his third of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
Fields on 1st down.
Forced out to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Play action. It's Fields.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Fields now to throw. We'll dump this off to Akers.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Houston set to take over.
But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's now 2nd and 6
Here's Fields.
at the 29-yard line.
And his throw is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he comes back with 1 complete.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, Fields.
His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
On first down, Fields. That's out to the flat for Akers.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts.
Here's Fields.
As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Fields. And the pressure gets to him again.
The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Offense.
You get the 4th down conversion, and then you look up and you see a flag.
I'm just holding my head in my hands right now because I know the head coach is doing exactly the same thing. It all went into getting it on 4th down, and that gets wiped out.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Houston,
they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
it.